I do talk some shit sometimes. I got beef with the Yankee, and it's because we ain't got no value. Oh, I wanted to see if that rhymed, but it doesn't really rhyme. Come on, NQ. Give me an entry that makes sense. I don't know where that indicator has gone for the ETH low. I'm going to have to re-add it. It's a good job we've got access in the invite only. That is sessions projections. There we go. Beautiful. ETH 355. Geez, guys, we're 430 points above. So if you want to long this, be my guest. But I have no reason to be long here, right? In my opinion, right? So if anything, I'm going to try and short this if I can. Boy, I'm scared because we're above yesterday's high. Scared of money don't make money. Please don't just sell off on the open. But I feel like that's the only thing you could really do. Is there any extensions I can pay attention to? I don't want to short. I dirty do it. Full port short. It's a tricky one. It's not super clean, but I would rather short than long this for sure, right? It is not sexy at all. I just don't have an entry just yet. So I think all you can really do is, it's a tricky one because we got above the short, which is 756. So for me, there's your open. We'll just switch back to the main screen so we can see what's going on. There we go. So you can see where we are. Have we opened? No, 2 minutes to the open. Let's have a look. For me, again, no idea what I really do here, but in terms of the daily, that, I guess, all-time high to the current low of this sequence, that 61 is here. So if we just both pay attention to that with me and all of you guys. So for me, it's a really tricky one because you tagged the 62 yesterday, or I guess on Monday on the overnight. In fact, let's just have a look at an RTH view only. It's a tricky one, man. Where are we? We're opening up at 780s. I'm inclined just to keep the RTH on for now. Just because I don't think we've done much on the... There we go. It's trying to push down. We got 2 minutes till the open. I'm just going to see where we open and gauge it off there. But you guys kind of know where I stand. I'm not overly bullish at all. The only thing you have for the bulls is we are inside this high, which has not yet completed. So you have a target there at 909s. I just don't think I'll participate. How many points is that above? 130 if we get it, maybe. It's not awful. I just don't like the value here. But there you go. We are opening up instantly. Opening up. There you go. Beautiful. Nice drop. Opening up at that 61. Bears really need to push it down. Look at that. Beautiful push down. Oh, baby. Why didn't I just freaking max short the low? Max short the highs? When my bias is right and I didn't take the trade. I'm not mad. There's not exactly a clear entry just yet. But I think if you stay below this, the longer you stay below this 62, the easier the short will be for me. Oh, that was a nice move. 30-point drop off the open. Well, I don't know if anyone had bigger balls than me, but that is... Look at it go. No, don't do this to me. Sebastian, you little motherfucker. You got bigger balls than me. I had the bias right, which is right. I don't really... Me having the bias right is what gives me the... which is... Oh, look at this move. Oh, God. No! 50 points off the open, 2 times ATR down. Well, my bias is right, so... Oh, jeez. God damn it. Right, how can we short this shit? How can we short this? Let's just wait for the true trend to start, I think. Oh, Sebastian, beautiful. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Oh, look at it go. Oh my God, how did I miss this? 80 points. Jeez Louise. That's kind of annoying. That'll hopefully be another move. Well, I'm hoping the morning trade recap helped. Even if I didn't take a trade. Bias was definitely correct, though. Unbelievable. I want to see if we come down to 666. I don't know if I can get a long in here, but short in here, sorry. But 60s, so close already. I don't know how I play this. I'm going to have to just wait for that. Wait for something worthwhile. I don't know if we get a full halfway back, but that's a tricky one. I'm just, just wait to see if we get trade, I don't know, 660s, 650s. Take out those overnight lows from 8 o'clock. The thing that makes this hard, if you're trying to long it, is where do you put your stop, right? 31s is the overnight low. So it's like, do you really want to risk that? Do you really want to tell me? So annoying. That was such a nice shot. Right now, anyway. Shorts are definitely the way to go. It's just how you play it, is what I'm trying to figure out. I think you got a slight, I don't know, it's so hard to tell. I'm not going to take it, but like, cheap discount long, risking the overnight lows, but just, I would imagine it's probably a 50-50. Frustrating. I think we can come all the way down to 500. I don't know how to short this. Jeez, what was your drop? Nearly 200-point move down from the highs? Jeez. Such a tricky one. These moves have happened within literally 1, 2, basically 3 1-minute candles, which has made it hard because you haven't really had any sort of extension you can short into. This is very aggressive. It's not a bad thing. It just means I might miss the short and maybe I get along, but very tricky to take anything actionable here. For me, anyway. I want to see us come down to 500s. I just only 80 points away now, so I don't really know the best way of riding this down. One of those ones where it could just go without you, and risk to reward wise just isn't in your favor, but momentum is. So it's always a tricky one, right? You've got the risk to the reward where you just don't want to take because it's an aggressive trade, just shorting the lows, right? So it's a tricky one. But we've got the move that we want. My bias is right. It's just trying to find an entry, which has been difficult. I think short off the open was the way to go. It's just risk the overnight highs, right? Which came pretty close. There was pretty much 20 points of risk on those overnight highs to lows, or overnight highs at what, 8 o'clock to 5 a.m. This is just full bear. I should just short this, but my risk would have to be like quite high, and I just don't really necessarily want to be risking. I still don't think there's much edge here, really. I feel like shorts are the way to go. I just don't know how to play it. Unless I want to risk 100 points or something stupid. All I can really think is something like this. Back into these lows. I'm not saying it's super sexy. For one, I don't know if we're going to even get there. And two, it's aggressive, but we're in an aggressive downtrend. So it's like you have to pick the one of two, right? You have to be willing to take the aggressive entry or know that you're not going to get filled, right? And just let this go without you. I think we come down to, I would not be surprised if we trade RTH lows, which I think is 450s, 440s. RTH ATR low is probably what I would say we trade. I just need to get an entry. So I've got an entry out there at 637s. I don't know if we get it, but that's the only entry that would make sense to me. The only entry that would make sense. So if the market gods are going to be on our side, just maybe. If not, short this shit to the low, and I may just not have an entry. Sebastian done for the day. Thanks, Cal, for the bias. Oh, let's go. Beautiful. Nice. Is that beautiful? 600 per account on like 10 accounts. That is awesome. Oh, and you've nearly passed your 25k accounts. Really nice. Oh, I see one of them. Oh, no. 3 of them are nearly passed. Beautiful. Get green, get off the screens. Done. Do not try and... all you need is 2 micro. This was a 200 point move down. So well done, Sebastian. Well done. I took the 230 points from the highs. In fact, from the overnight highs, even more. 260. So, nice move. I think it would just be a case of trying to see how we now play this. I can only really think of, again, it's aggressive, but 635, 637's the only thing I'd look for here. I'm just going to try and see if there's anything else. Oh, Millet is the king. And it sucks. I only see this one entry. That's all I see. So hopefully, if we're going to get the trade, I think that's the only thing I would probably look for. There's nothing saying we don't just sell off from here for sure, but very tricky one. I think, as I said about 5 minutes ago, it's one of those shorts where you would really just have to be on this from the open. And if you look at it seriously, you've only really had 1, 2, 3 candles that really has offered most, I would say 80, 90% of the overall move. I could even work this out. So 3 of those candles equaled 80 plus 60, 140 is that? 90 plus 60, so 150 points out of 210. So whatever the math is on that. So what did I just say? 150? What in that? And there's 210. Shit. 150. 70% of the move. So 70% of the move came from 3 candles, and there were in total 26 candles. So do the math. 90%. So 90% of the move came from the move happened within 90% of those candles, basically. So unless you were like long on each of those, I feel like, or you were just holding, a tricky one to get. Obviously, in hindsight, you can draw an extension here, right? Traded the 50, full negative 100. You could argue this hasn't even traded yet. You could argue with how aggressive we are. Does the low to low draw? Does the low to low trade? I'll show you in a second. Jeez, guys, that would be aggressive. So we shall see. But there's a low to low currently in play. I'm not going to be. I will just see if we get a retracement into pretty much free foot. I think I genuinely feel like, and I hope I get filled so I can put this on a reel, but I genuinely feel like that entry, if we get it, is a sick entry. It's just a case of if we're going to get it. But overall, if we get that as an entry, I think that is solid. But my ego has definitely been brought to light this morning because that was a beautiful bias. Maybe 316 off the overnight highs. To get back up there, bro, you're talking, what, 667s? Is that what you're saying? 318, 38% retracement from the overnight highs. You could, I would say it's very, what is that like? Not that, it's not a million miles away. I would say it's like, it's a possibility. I don't even know how many points. It's like, what, 100 points probably? Yeah, about 70 points above us, so maybe. Certainly not unachievable. That might even be a level. Just, I don't really see much. I mean, I'm actually gonna, oh, here we go. Hopefully we get the entry. How perfect would this be? I'm only gonna go 5 micro, so I might be able to add into this, but I still think we trade probably down to 500s if we're gonna get that break. Overall market is red. It is divergence between the ES. Come on. Look at that, so close. Really? I tend to never adjust my targets or even entries if it's going to hit. If it doesn't, it's just life. Right idea. There we go. We got him. Come on. My lucky charm. Oh, you just want my chocolate? No. You're not allowed chocolate. Oh, there's a bit there, look. That's just some dark chocolate. Gonna go. Hey, Cal. How do you stay so calm when you're in a trade? Trust the process. It's annoying because it's like, I feel like I've got the right side. I just feel like I missed quite a lot of that move. So always a tricky one. For me, but sticking with the thesis that we have, and I'm looking for an entry to add. Actually, right here, right there. 650s, I think, is a good add. I don't dislike that. It's annoying that I feel like I've got to give it a little bit more room, which is not ideal. But ideally, I don't really want to risk more than 50 points. But I feel like I could probably maybe get. What's my stop? You could probably get. I'll monitor it accordingly, but I think the better stop is 730s, which is a bit too. It's like 90 points. That's a lot. That's like $1,800, which is basically yesterday's profit, which is okay but I don't really want to give that back ideally. So I'm hoping we don't trade that. But I won't add into this one just based on the fact that you could sweep these highs and then still sell off and have the correct move. So I've got to be a little bit cautious. I like the trade. I think we've got the right bias. It is just a case of how I get the aggressiveness. Beautiful. We are getting that aggressiveness. Now, ideally, they take this back down to lows pretty quick. What, 85s? There we go. Beautiful. Come on, baby. I'm trading this on, let's just say I'm trading this on a shitload of accounts. I've broken my rules. No. Come on, pay me. My targets as well, technically, again, should all get taken because they're not exactly like technical targets. They're just ATMs. So I don't see us finding support here. Let's go. I don't see. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. To fill me? Oh, Jesus. That was not filling me. I don't know if that's because I'm long on 35 accounts, but 30 accounts. I think 30 accounts. And let's just say it's looking like a big green day. Lucas, well done. You beautiful. You were right. I don't actually think we traded 660, did we? What did you say? What was the 38, Lucas? I can't remember. What was that level? But either way, beautiful. Well done. You got it, right? The thing we have to remember is when the bias is correct, the levels, fibs, there's going to be a couple that make sense. I can after this trade goes to completions, I'll show you what I was looking at. But yes, we did not trade. I don't think we traded it. But either way, whatever. It's the point. That isn't necessarily the point. If you want to see what I'm looking at, short-wise, I'll show you. Let me just get I just want this to record the majority of the short. But I will show you. How does he do it? It's basically, I'm just looking at the overnight short. It's exactly the same trade as yesterday. Beautiful, guys. Come on, this is going to be a huge day. Is this $1,000 trade? If so, this is going to be like $30,000 day. Oh, I am actually trading it with a little bit more size on my other accounts as well. Beautiful. Evaluation-wise, this could be like $50,000 a day. I'm trying to work it out. I got 5 of my funded futures accounts and 20 of the Apex accounts. I'm on double size as well on those. So whatever I'm up here, I'm up double. These accounts are my funded next ones. So I'm just trying to work out what I'll be up. But only 2 of these ones are funded. The other 3 are evals, which are on 3 or whatever the size is, a lot less. I think half the size or even a fourth of the size. I can't remember what I put on TradeSync because I can't make more than $400 a day with those. Because the profit target's $1,250. So I'm basically making sure I only make $400 a day. So I'm out half size. I'll show you the trade whilst we're waiting for this to complete. But all I'm really looking at is exactly the same trade as yesterday, basically. Now, I know it's not overly sexy because this technically broke the 62, but with the reaction we had on it, this was the overnight high. We had the red triangle momentum down. You traded, and the reason I know this technically broke, but it's because of the aggressiveness we had on the open. The draw that we've just come into is pretty much exactly the same as what we traded yesterday. It came up into the 62, and the reaction at that 62, you can see, was pretty aggressive. So you had, the entry was the high. I'm not making this up. The actual high was the 61.8, and that went for 78 points so far. So could have just been a quick trade. It could have just been ATR high to ATR low. I hope you can see this, guys. I hope you've actually got the indicators on because this is insane. ATR low within 10 minutes. This is why we day trade. That's insane. And we've still got 4-hour magnitude to the downside. Sugar. Down to, coincidentally, that's the 4-hour high, the 4-hour low. The 4-hour low is at 512, which is where I think we go. Whether I'll hold any till 512s is another thing, but I could maybe hold one. I'll see. No, I think I'll stick with what I said. The more you mess about with your targets, I think the more you mess about with the probabilities and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to stick to what I've got on here. The targets make sense for me. We've already got half of the trade off, so I think even if I got stopped on this, I'd probably be maybe break even. That's why I don't really get when people go break even on their trades. Like, you've entered the trade, so why all of a sudden would you go break even? You would never enter a trade and then automatically go break even. So weird. Going break even when you're in profit is basically the same, in my opinion, as entering a trade and automatically going break even. What's going to happen? You're going to get stopped. So weird. Play it like how I play it. Let the trade make you money, and then if you get stopped, it's a break even trade. That just makes way more sense to me personally. But anyway, I'm not here to shit on people who use break even stops. There's a time and place, but 10% of the time I'll go break even, right? Most of the time it makes no sense, just in my personal opinion. But I know there's people out there online who love break even trades. In my opinion, why enter the trade if you're just going to go break even? Just seems bizarre. But anyway, let's write this down. This has been a beautiful trade. We're currently up, just about 80 points, I think. Was it 650s? I'm short on some other accounts, pretty much the same, 650s, 646s. We're currently up on this about 60 points. I think we get the 4-hour low. I just don't know if I'm going to hold all the way down there to 515s. So we'll just let this. My lowest target there is 537, which will be a nice week. Oh, that lines up with the 5-minute ATR negative 100 from 10:05. There is another one down there, which lines up with the 4-hour low 10:15, which is 511s. I imagine 511s trades. I probably won't be here for it because hopefully I've made enough money on this. Hella good. Well, just so you're all aware, if we trade 46s, I have passed all of my Apex 20k accounts, 25k accounts. I was trading them in lots of 5, but this morning, just because I was very confident on my bias, I just needed to be able to get a trade. So knowing how I performed yesterday, I was like, I gotta just load it up. So we're still, obviously, we're close to it, but I've got 4 micros left, pretty much the same as what's on here. And what do I need? I don't know, like $200 or something. We shall see. And then considered the unrealized. If that's to me, Celsius, I'm not too sure. I've already taken profits. I'm only in with literally 2 micros or 4 micros. I'm not sure how it works out. I think I've been doing it manually as well. I've taken some off manually, so full leg. But I think let me just check. Give me a second. 20. Technically one. I think I'm just 1 micro. 20. So if I'm short 20, I got 20 accounts. I've already made $1,400. So I need $100. So I need like 50 points, which is if we come down to 550s, which is where my pretty much 550s. 546s is where my target is to get filled. And then all those accounts will be passed. I actually brought more than I needed. I brought 22 instead of 20, which is annoying. Either way, they should hopefully get passed on that target, which is 20 from Apex. I'm up $1,500 on 5 accounts with my funded futures. I've had to take that off because I actually can't make more than $1,500 or else the 50% consistency rule will screw me over. And then these are my funded next accounts. 2 funded free I've had to take them off as well because I can't make more than $400. So I had to take them off. But still long on 23 accounts, Apex and these funded next ones. So we'll see. 46s is pretty much what I'm going for. And then if we go lower, then brilliant. But really expecting too much after that. These headphones are actually quite tricky to have on for a long period of time. Got some music on. Oh, listen to that. Hey, it's DJ X up here. We're going to take you back to 2024 and we're going to start with some Mac Miller. It knows me too well. Remember Mac Miller is what is the lucky charm. So let's go. 50 points. That's all we need. 50 points. All we need. Won't stop. Just what we do. It's gonna be a Green Day. You know what? Let's listen to some Green Day. We all remember Green Day, American Idiot. Oh boy. But Boulevard of Broken Dreams, I love that. Such a true turn the audio off if you don't want to listen to this song. I won't be in offense. Let's enjoy it. I'll turn it down slightly. But it's only me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. And I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. I can't drum. Come on, let's go. Give me those loads, baby.
Empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. And I walk up, my shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
Let's go. Oosh. I'm syncing all of my accounts on TradeZilla. I'm just seeing green. Let's go. Oh, it's too easy. Time to listen to me whine. Oh, so close.
I am one of those melodramatic fools.
Come on.
Running to the bone, no doubt about
I need 25 points, man. 25 points.
Sometimes I give myself the
On me. Come on, let's go, baby. Give me those lows. Come on. I actually think we go lower. I think we go lower than these targets. I think we actually go down to 520s to 515, 500s. But I played this so well. I have played this so well, so I'm all good. 46s. Who's doing it like this? This is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, let's go. You guys don't believe this. Well, that's all the Apex accounts passed. So that's that. There's more, but I can't show all on screen. But the comeback is so much greater than the setback. God damn. Back to back, what, 140 points shorts, 120 points short, 100 points short, back to back days. That feels good. 100% win rate, same as yesterday. There's no need to, you don't need to trade now. We're done, right? We're done. Beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I'll put the W's in the chat. Let's see if I can get them on. Let's see if I can, if you want to make it into the reel, let's, there we go. The love hearts aren't showing, which is annoying. There we go. That's best to do it. There we go. Beautiful day. Again, back-to-back 100-point shorts on the right side of the market. Pretty much zero drawdown trade. Beautiful day. Makes my job a lot easier. Now all I have to do is sit and just edit